The minute you stop pushing your reality onto other people and telling them, my reality is reality, my reality is the absolute truth. The minute you stop doing that, you actually become wise. So yeah, if you don't like this message, I just assume that it's not something you like to do because you like to run away from reality. And you're trying to gaslight me and other people by saying we are the ones who are ignorant, you know, we are the ones who don't know anything. It's a bit lazy, you know, it's a bit lazy, and it just, you won't go anywhere with it. That's the problem. That's why you can only do this on the internet. It doesn't work in real life. And then people wonder why they have bad social skills. Because you can't even get out of your own head. And I know how it feels like to be so traumatized, so negative, that you just are stuck. You're so occupied, you know, you can't even listen properly to other people. You only listen to respond. You're like taking in something and then you immediately jump on it and you immediately want to disagree or whatever, like just for the sake of it, just because you're so stuck in your own ways. It doesn't fly. If your mind is closed, you can't learn anything. You have to be open if you want to know what the truth really, really is. And I'm willing to do that, and not many people are. So it kind of irks me a bit when people try to say, it's almost like they don't even watch like 1/3 of the video or whatever, and they already have an opinion, and they already say, oh, everybody does this, everybody's like this, you don't consider this and that. How do you know? Because you haven't even watched the whole video yet. Good morning. I just realized something really important that I just want to get off my chest real quick, in a sense of why and how people are able to gaslight us, which means they invalidate our truth and our reality. You know what's the main reason and the main thing we need to understand so it doesn't happen anymore? We need to understand that not everybody lives in the same world. You know, I've always said I live in my own dimension, everybody lives in their own dimension. And I really think it's true. If we think that there is one reality, like everybody sees reality the same way, we can get gaslit so easily and manipulated so easily because we think, oh, well, my reality is wrong, you know? And I'm not saying like don't question yourself, obviously. We need some nuance here. But I have 2 autistic brothers, and just by the fact of living with them, I know in the past, I know that reality is not the same for everybody. And neurodivergent people or neurotypical people are the same way. All of us have different, like, for example, a lot of people really, really have struggled to understand that I'm speaking as my perspective as a woman. Like, I'm not gonna speak for a man. Please get over this behavior. Like, I'm not gonna speak for a man because I'm not a man. And yeah, I'm just done with people saying, oh, your reality is wrong. It's not. And actually, you know, if you speak to somebody who's very unaware, there's some leeway there. Like, obviously, maybe they have some kind of other perspective to consider, right? Maybe they haven't trained their awareness. But speaking to somebody like me, like, I call myself sage for a very good reason. you know, and maybe I should put the definition up or something so people understand. And it's not just a dumb username that I pick to feel grandiose and feel great about myself. It's because I studied like not only philosophy, but psychology, people. I always studied people. Like when I was younger, I was bullied a lot. And my response, I never knew how to respond, to be honest. So I kind of was in the freeze response. And I just basically stood there and observed people. Like, I'm like, what are they doing? You know, I just scanned their faces and stuff. I think it helped me also to not take it in too much, because, you know, when something just gets too extreme, you kind of dissociate a little bit. But dissociation is like when you completely leave the scene, like when you just zone out. I didn't quite do that, but I went outside of myself and then observed other people because that was the safest spot. And I just wanted to understand, like, where are they coming from? What is this behavior, you know? And I've been doing that ever since. So just, you know, you can challenge me and my views. You can comment what you like. But don't tell me I'm like, don't tell me I'm not considering these things, because I'm thinking deeply. Like, I think everybody can tell who understands the world that everybody has their own reality, and some of us try really hard to understand and grasp other people's reality, and other people don't. And if you can't tell the difference, then you really do have to work on yourself. Sorry, sometimes I have to educate people. Like, I know not everybody likes it. I know it feels like oh, I know more than you. Yeah, sometimes I do. And sometimes you know something that I don't. You know, there's no shame in that. We can all only grasp a small part of reality. And some maybe have a little bit of more view of it, and others just, it's a little bit of a smaller view. But all of us just have a little part of reality. Reality is all of us together. So there's no reason for us to just say, you know what, my reality is the absolute truth, and if you don't understand it, you're dumb, you know? And I'm not saying that at all in any of my videos. I'm just saying that there are people like me who study other people's reality. And then when I bring out some points, people just want to say, no, my reality is true, not yours. And I know I'm not alone with considering, you know, other people and stuff, but the main issue we have also is a lot of people form their opinions from the internet. And the amount of videos that I can clearly tell are staged and other people are commenting as if it's real, it's really concerning to me. How many people are so easily fooled. Don't be one of them. That's all I'm trying to accomplish with these videos. The most biased and selfish people don't want to acknowledge this. Somebody who knows and somebody who doubts themselves. We are the ones who actually consider other people's reality. And if you can't do that, there's just so much maturing you have to do before you open your mouth. I'm so sorry about it. So the difference between me and most people is just simply that I realized from an early age that people live in their own world. It was just made obvious to me by the way they behaved and what they said. Like, people would tell me, for example, oh, I thought you were this way before talking to you. How can you judge somebody when they haven't even opened their mouths yet? It's nuts, really. So I realized people live in their own worlds, and I try to understand it, because that's the thing, we have to collaborate. If we don't want to do that, then what are we? Somebody who lives in their own little cave, in their own little bubble. And that's a bit of a sad, lonely place, if you ask me. And yeah, that's just it for today. I'm just getting ready to go to work. So have a nice day. Bye.